Yeah. What's going on? This is Kickback Gaming, where we kick shit. We kick back and kick shit. I'm B.
What?
We got Rafa.
What the fuck?
I got. We gonna kick back and kick the shit.
Oh, we gonna kick back. We gonna kick the shit. What's good, B?
We kick back and we kick the shit. We got me. I'm B. We got Palo in here. We got Manya. We got Rafa.
What's up?
We in here early this Sunday morning to kick the shit, man. What's going on?
You know, we out here. We got a little bit of liquor on the table. We got a lightweight with us today. Money.
This man brought the Bacardi Gold. He said, "Let's shoot something." But this gold out here on the table,
man.
It's cold, but it's
man,
delicious.
We might have to get these guys to sponsor us.
We need Bacardi to sponsor us for real.
For some reason, I feel like they don't make
crazy.
Bacardi. I feel like Bacardi Gold isn't in production anymore.
It is.
Absolutely,
it still is.
There is a Bacardi. That's
actually,
not in
you know what isn't in production?
Bacardi Gold is.
I have it at the house, and I haven't cracked a bottle because they don't make it anymore.
I've been buying that stuff like crack. All right, it's crazy.
It's not that.
But no. So here's the thing. So this week, I found out that Bushmills is out of production for their Irish honey whiskey. Now that stuff is pretty good. I bought it as a gift for a friend. I had to drive to like 20 different liquor stores to find this stuff. But that stuff is out of production. Bacardi Gold still rolling.
Bacardi Gold is still rolling.
All right, we're Kickback Games, but we talk about movies. We talk about all type of shit. And what I really want to talk to y'all about is this Infinity War. How did y'all feel about that?
Disclaimer: spoilers if you haven't already seen it.
Super disclaimer.
You seen it this time, spoilers. So you went to go see it.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh, we all saw it.
Spoilers.
Last week. I saw it again last night.
I want to put something out there. We full spoiling everything that come out, dog. I'm not holding back.
Whoa. We're not going to full spoil everything.
I feel like we got to give you a week at least.
No, wait. Okay. Listen, guys. That movie came out how many weeks ago?
Like a week ago.
No, it's not a week ago.
2 weeks ago.
Like 26. It's going on 3 weeks now.
No, but what I'm saying is in regards to what Peyton said.
I think on the mics, when we're discussing, I feel like it's more interesting for us to be able to. I mean, maybe we non-spoiler it at first and tell them skip a couple minutes. We're going to talk about some spoilers.
Well, no. This is not what I was trying to get to. What I was saying is, yes, we will throw spoilers out there, but we will not throw gaming spoilers 3 days into a game. Or we won't throw movie spoilers
it's not a movie,
3 days into a movie.
This ain't necessarily a movie podcast. I feel like we can just break all the fucking rules.
Oh, no, you're right. Let's break all the rules. Fuck it. Let's go.
Everybody stayed after the credits. Everybody
Absolutely.
Saw that?
Of course.
Captain.
You would let the
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
I was mad. They didn't even finish this motherfucker.
Bro, how did you feel?
It was great. I liked it.
How did you feel when everybody just started fading away?
I was so sad. What broke my heart was
Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
Spider-Man.
Everybody. I feel like everybody was. You know what's crazy? I saw that movie 3 days after it came out. And you could tell after the end credits, everybody like knew who Captain Marvel was because you could tell in the audience and everything like that. But then I went to go see it again last night, and the same exact like when they he had this crazy beeper and it showed Captain Marvel symbol. Just dead silence. You could tell, like, the real fanboys, when they went to go see it, compared to the people who saw it, like, 2 weeks later, and they kind of, like, didn't care.
Yo, they were crying. To piggyback, they were crying when I was at the
To piggyback off of that, it was like, for me personally, I saw the speculation of, like, the movie. I didn't know how it really was as far as, like, you know how they, put a bunch of, like, YouTube bait out there, and they say this so-and-so is playing Captain Marvel and all
Sometimes
this. Sometimes it's fan made, but when I saw it, I'm like, okay.
This is real.
That's a real thing now. Yeah. And it's going to be based in the 90s.
It's gonna release, like, 2 months before the second half of Infinity War.
When they dropping Wasp again? Ant-Man and the Wasp?
That's a few months. Maybe this month or next month.
I think it's in June.
That movie's going to be fire.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
That first one was dope.
It was pretty good.
It was cool.
No,
I'm not.
It was more of the comedic feel.
I'm not dope with like multiple.
No,
O's. I'm not doing that.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. The same
O's.
reason Guardians of the Galaxy was fire is the same reason Ant-Man was fire because we had no expectations.
No, sir. Because
nobody really knew. I mean, I knew who Ant-Man was.
Yeah,
I knew who the Guardians of the Galaxy were, but I had no expectations on those movies because they're not mainstream characters.
I feel you on the Guardians of the Galaxy, and we gonna say this and then we gonna move on, but. I feel you on the no expectations, but Guardians of the Galaxy was actually a really good movie.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Ant-Man was that good of a movie.
I feel like it was there to as more of like a filler, and I feel like some people could have lived without it, but there's also people that are, at the same time glad that it actually came out and that it actually ended up doing better than people's expectations.
Yeah.
Let me say that.
And I gotta say, I haven't seen.
Is that a fair statement?
Yeah,
it is a fair statement. I haven't seen Ant-Man, and here's what I'm saying. Nobody's told me that I need to go see it. Nobody said that you're missing out on so much, and that's why I feel like it wasn't that good of a movie.
I'll tell you what happened. I saw it on TV, and I was like, I would have watched that in the theater. That's what I said. When I saw it on the TV, and because it's on TV now, and it just came on, and I watched it. I'd never seen it, and I was like, I'd have watched that in the theater. That was way better.
I did watch it in the theater.
That was way better than I thought.
Because it was Marvel. That's why. That's pretty much the reason I wanted to go see it.
Marvel's been hot lately, and a lot of their stuff is comedic relief mixed with just badassery, and you will hear that word a lot, badassery.
Thanos was out here giving L's. You saw that man pull meteors out of the sky.
You mean the moon?
Yeah, but he did the whole.
And Stark came back and was like, "Man, you shouldn't throw rocks. This shit is rough. All right."
He was like, "If you throw a moon at me again, I'm gonna lose it." That's what he said.
Iron Man suit was so crazy.
Oh,
he was putting in work for a minute too by himself, because like he was on his own for a second. He was putting in work.
He was definitely putting in.
I can't believe he slumped Gamora.
And I think I slick think Hulk.
I don't think she's dead.
Hulk is scared.
I slick think he's scared.
He's
put never
the fear
been
of
whooped.
God in the Hulk. Hulk ain't never. You wouldn't know what you got to do to make the Hulk scared, and not want to come out. No.
But here's the thing, though.
Because he got the break beat off.
Here's the thing, though. In the comics, Hulk is the only guy that can really actually put some hands on him.
Yeah, but he had some stones on him. That's
And-
why.
wait.
Here was my other problem.
Stormbreaker
Was my other problem. Now,
Stormbreaker.
You didn't like Stormbreaker?
Wait, no.
Hammer.
That's not his hammer.
That's
Beta
hammer,
Ray Bill's hammer.
Stormbreaker is Beta Ray Bill's hammer.
Yeah, you're right.
But there is another hammer.
Ultimate Universe hammer.
There's another hammer that the Ultimate Universe had, and it like broke, and then they figured out a way to make it again for Thor when he did become worthy to hold the hammer again. Because the other hammer went to Jane Foster.
No, what happened in the Ultimate Universe was destroyed. Yeah. But somehow the Ultimate Universe Thor hammer came to our Marvel universe, and it's like possessed. It's like evil. Like if you grab it, you're gonna go kill people.
Like the War Thor.
It's gonna turn you into a War Thor.
The War Thor, and the War Thor was like destroying planets and shit. He was going crazy
for no reason.
But Stormbreaker, he never held Stormbreaker. I don't think he actually ever even held Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker looks like what he has now, but it's short like Mjolnir.
Shorter.
It's short like Mjolnir.
But there's actually a couple different Thors. Like there's a Thor with a mace. You know what I mean? It's not like there's a couple different kind of Thors.
Yeah, so. I'm not gonna let though. He had a dope ass entrance though when he
super dope.
Did you catch that? He can control the Bifrost with that hammer. Yes. Yeah. That's what that was.
Yeah.
He can just teleport to worlds with that thing.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Super dope. Bring me Thanos.
All right, moving on. Peyton, you actually brought this up, or was going to bring this up about the new release of the Oculus Go.
I was just throwing deals up on this thing. You know, I thought this was a good deal.
I don't know. I think that was a great.
I thought we were about gaming and not bringing deals to the table.
It's a gaming deal.
All right, look, let's talk about this. But I'm not so hot on VR. I don't.
It's a new.
Don't let it be personal. Don't let it be a personal feeling.
It's not a personal feeling.
Sounds emotional.
Let it be personal.
It's not. It's nothing
emotions.
personal.
Give
I
it to me.
think
Tell me.
VR
What's up?
is not where it needs to be, and we're basically playing with pebbles.
But
and they're not.
It's always got to start somewhere.
But if
it's got to start somewhere.
Fuck
hold on.
that.
Hold on. If we don't pay into it, it'll
never
come into fruition.
Look, this is what I want. I want a full room where I walk in and everything's wild as shit. The whole room is VR.
Well, how do you think that's going to happen if you don't
Sword Art
invest
Online?
in
Put
the early
Tony
stages?
Stark in a room to figure it out.
This man.
Get me some
Tony
CGI.
Stark's
We're
a
good to go.
fictional character.
I'm probably gonna have some PSVR after my wedding's over. I'm probably gonna buy one.
You getting married?
Just for the
Congratulations.
just for the wife to use, because I don't think right now VR is not in a place for us, for like hardcore gamers. It's in a place to get people that don't really play to
actually
play for a little bit
to get excited.
A little side note. You know where VR is killing it right now?
Where?
Porn.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's not so hot in gaming. It's hot in porn.
that.
You know what? We're here to be
Hey,
honest.
no. We're here to be honest. We're
I
here to be
believe that.
relevant. Right now, VR is killing in the porn world.
I believe
People
that.
are loving that. I mean, have you seen these?
No.
These just like the
yet.
contraptions
I'm
that
gonna
they
go
make
look.
and stuff. I like sex.
Rafa, you don't have to tell.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look. But yeah, go ahead. Some good prices on this. The Oculus Go is what they call it. It's a standalone VR headset. You don't need a PC. You don't need a phone. You don't need anything. Just by itself. Crazy. It's a 32 gig model, a 64 gig model, and it's $199.
And 64 gigs is $249. Like, pay that extra 40, $50 for twice as many gigs. Like,
to be able to play VR without anything dangling on you, that's the one thing about PSVR
like
that I don't like.
What's the movie Player One?
Yeah. Ready Player One?
I didn't see it. I
didn't watch it.
I heard it was okay.
That's where it's...
My friend went to go see it. He said it was just okay. He said, yeah, it was funny. You know, it was a decent movie, but it wasn't anything groundbreaking. And, you know, they say that they're using this movie to start to market for virtual reality. I think, yes, the future is virtual reality. Yes, I think that where we're going and what we're trying to get to, it's going to be a lot of this pick and choose, seeing what works and what doesn't work, because it's something that's so new to us, and it's such a fresh technology that's difficult to comprehend and difficult to make work correctly.
Have you seen, you know, me and my brother, we watched the Cavs game last night. Mm-hmm. You know, every live game has a VR stand.
Yep.
And you can be
in the
you
game.
can be on the floor. Yeah. On every game.
And I've seen that, and I thought that was kind of cool for somebody who.
Kinda.
Well, here's the thing. You're talking to somebody that doesn't really watch sports. Okay. I am not a sports person.
But if you could, but I'm saying
that's not my forte.
If you could be in that
don't
space,
know how we can be friends.
I don't know either.
Look, he's like, why are we doing this?
I don't know. What just happened?
I don't know.
Did this shit just shatter before my eyes?
I've had floor seats.
You don't watch any sports?
Box seats. I watch sports.
You don't watch soccer? I know you watch soccer.
No, I don't. I actually don't.
That's so
racist. I'll tell you what I watch. Hold on.
We all listen.
I watch soccer.
We watch soccer.
I watch soccer.
You're Spanish. Let's not act like
no,
this doesn't happen.
No, Bobby. I'm Dominican and Cuban.
Dominican. Do you not talk Spanish?
I speak the Spanglish, yes.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
So that's what I'm classifying.
Hold on. I watch baseball. I like baseball. Yeah. All right, but I'm not a hardcore, diehard fan for watching baseball.
I can't watch baseball.
I am not a hardcore fan for watching basketball.
Sorry for any baseball fans. It's boring.
You know when I watch football?
I'm sorry. I love baseball. Don't get me wrong. I love it.
I go to a game.
I can't
go to a
watch
game.
it on TV.
Yeah,
I can't.
You can't watch it.
What I'm saying is I can't watch it on TV.
To watch.
It's so slow.
It's trash.
It's not a real action pack. It's like watching golf.
Some dude tried to tell us that it took no athletics to play basketball when literally it was baseball and basketball, screen to screen, basketball players running up and down the court, and this guy's still trying to figure out what type of pitch he's about to throw. He's like,
baseball isn't about running. It's about
it's a chess game.
It's a chess game. It's a chess game, and you have to. Yes, you do have to be a decent runner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're getting a little off topic.
Way off.
No. We are getting way off topic. Either way, like I was saying.
All right. Next deal.
I am
next
not.
Deal I
hold
had
on. Let's finish that conversation because you know you don't want to leave somebody on a cliffhanger.
Go ahead.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, with the VR. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Come on. Get your shit together.
Yeah, I think the VR is a good deal. I hear what you're saying, though. I hear it doesn't. I know it doesn't appeal to everybody.
For somebody who watches and loves to watch sports, I think that, yes, it will be a cool instrument so that you don't have to leave the comfort of whatever it is to go have floor seats.
I think it's important for people like us to get in on the ground floor. Not saying that we have to buy everything, but I think it's important to, like a lot of people say, vote with your wallet. That's how you get things to happen. You need to vote with your wallet.
And you're absolutely right about that. And the only issue with that is, let's say they make virtual reality that hard that it takes over.
Yeah.
You're not going to fill up stadiums and arenas anymore.
So you'll get more seats with VR if more people buy it.
You'll get more seats, yes. But then they'd have to find a way to sell those seats VR-wise. And then everybody's on a floor seat.
It's not going to be a hard thing for them to do.
It is and it isn't. There is,
I'm just saying,
there is a physical aspect versus a virtual aspect that is to be. There has to be a balance.
For sure,
because what's going to happen is
if you want PSVR 2 or you want like a full dive thing like what they have in the anime, you've got to buy the first one, or like every other thing that doesn't get every other thing that doesn't get bought, you don't get a second version.
My only fear is I'm spending $300 on or $250 on a virtual reality set. I almost just bought a whole nother console. This better be good, and I don't feel like there's a lot of stuff on there that appeals to me personally.
Right,
but I think there are a lot of people.
That's what I was saying. I don't think it's for us. I don't think there's anything in there that I don't think you're supposed to be in VR for 4 or 5 hours. I think you're supposed to be in there for an hour. and then
it's an hour or two, and you kind of keep it rolling.
All
but
right,
either way,
next joint, there's some new free Pokemon out. They do this every month. Actually, there's new Pokemon you can just get by doing certain things. You can go into GameStop and pick up.
For which Pokemon games?
Is it
Sun and Moon, and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon?
Okay.
It's just so crazy that I'm still a fan of the game.
Yeah.
No, you will always be a fan of the game.
Crazy
that's what you grew up in.
Like, I still pick up a game. It doesn't even matter. Like, I'm not going to act like I know all the new Pokemon, right? But I will still get the game and go through it. It's easily.
Cool. Did you were any of you caught by that bug? So, like, when I got Sun and Moon and when I got X and Y, they used to give out free Pokemon, like, every month. If you logged on, you got on the internet, and they would give you these. I got, like, a level 100 Mew that way, a Mewtwo, all type of crazy Pokemon. It was wild, but they're giving out Xerneas and Yveltal. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Who knows? Yeah, you got to go to GameStop. I think you just got to go in there and hit their Wi-Fi and you get the Pokemon. I think you get Yveltal is on Moon and Xerneas is on Sun or vice versa or something.
That's lit.
Another thing I wanted to talk about,
Talk about it.
PlayStation Now.
It's.
I mean, I don't think it's the best thing, but they're adding PS2 games. What I actually want to do is
the best era of gaming.
Who here has everybody here has played Red Dead, right?
Absolutely. We've
Except
talked
you.
about this
Yes.
previously.
I want to challenge you. I don't need you to beat it. I don't need you to beat it.
We just want to challenge you to play.
PlayStation Now is free for the first 7 days, and Red Dead is on there.
But hold on.
I think you should try it.
Is Red Dead?
I see what you're getting at.
I think you should try it.
Is Red Dead also on the Game Pass?
No,
it's not.
but Xbox is backwards compatible, so you could just buy the Xbox.
That's part about that system.
Or you could just download. You could buy the downloaded version and play the whole thing on Xbox. I don't think he needs to buy it.
Go play it for 7 days. It's not a 7-day game. It's like you could beat that game in 2 days.
Yeah, for sure.
Less than
I would
2
definitely
days.
have to commit though.
No. You don't have to commit. That game is very short, very fulfilling. Like, it's a fun game, and I think that Red Dead Redemption started a lot of these like shooters and all the power-ups and all the crazy things.
I think you owe it to yourself to just give it a shot.
That is a timeless game that is coming back that I'm hoping lives up to its predecessor.
PlayStation Now added some good games this month for May.
Yeah.
Ape Escape 2. I liked Ape Escape.
Dark Cloud.
Hot Shots Tennis. Limbo. Metal Slug 3.
Metal Slug is a classic.
Mystery Chronicles. I don't know what that is. Shinmura, Siren, The Last Blade. Those last 4 games I'm not really sure about. But they did bring some PS3 games there too. BlazBlue, Chrono Phantasma Extended version. BlazBlue. Red Dead Redemption, God of War 3, WWE 2K16. I don't know who's
I ain't playing that shit.
I don't know.
Mortal Kombat.
They still got a huge
NBA
fan base.
2K16. Homefront was not a good game. God of War Collection, Fallout New Vegas, Sonic Generations, Sid Meier's Civilization Revolution. I don't know what that is.
You don't play Civ?
I don't play Civ, not really.
Oh man,
I'm not a Civ guy. I know all about Civ. I know all about Civ.
Okay.
I know all about Civ. There were some good deals this week, but one that jumped out to me was Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze.
And I think that deal right there, Donkey Kong in
It's not really a deal. The fact that they just they're bringing it out again.
Well, that's what I'm
they're
saying.
putting all. I
I was about to say $60 a deal.
What Nintendo's doing is they're taking all their games that were hot on the Wii U that didn't sell because the Wii U only sold like 17 mil. They're bringing it to Switch because the Switch has already sold more than 17 mil.
Yeah.
And they're about
here's
to make
the
their
thing.
money.
We use trash.
They're bringing back a lot of classics, a lot of stuff that us, 80s, 90s,
It's trash.
maybe
Well,
early 2000s.
they've done
played.
that. They've done that before on the virtual console for the Wii, but the Wii wasn't hot.
No, and I get that. But what
No,
I'm
the
saying
Wii
is,
was hot.
I mean,
not
the Wii U. I'm sorry.
They're attacking this. They're attacking this.
I don't know that it's going. I don't know that it's going to work again for the people that had the Wii U because everybody
And
that had a Wii U
it's
bought a
probably not
Switch.
going to work. But you know what?
Because guess what? A lot of those people have bought these games multiple times. How many times you got to buy Mario before they're like they've got a terrible internet infrastructure? How many times do you have to buy Mario before it's like, okay, you've bought this before, here. You gotta buy. You gotta buy.
right.
You gotta buy it on DS.
Yeah.
You gotta buy it on Virtual Console on the Wii. If you have it on Wii, you gotta buy it again. And they're probably gonna ask you to buy it again on Switch. They gotta do something.
Nintendo.
They gotta
They're
do
gonna
something
ask you to
better.
buy something all the
Now,
time.
let me ask you
The
guys
same game.
Let me ask you guys a question. Is the Switch backwards compatible?
No,
Oh no, there is no way. There's no backwards. Nothing on Nintendo.
they don't have that.
You know what I mean? I think
There is no way to go backwards on a Nintendo. I mean, you go from
There is
a brick.
the Wii U and the Wii were synonymous. but the Switch is not synonymous with what they're trying to distance themselves from what the Wii was. Well, so it's not backwards compatible.
That's fine.
And I think
it doesn't have a disc drive.
I guess.
Well,
here's
the thing.
I guess my next question would be: do you feel like that should be a thing? Like being backwards compatible with.
I think there should be breaks.
I don't think there was enough games for them to release.
Well, I'm talking about.
I think he's saying in general.
Well, I'm talking about in general. Like they have 1,000, Nintendo games that they can go back to. There's a lot of people who still like retro gaming and things of that nature. So that's why I'm asking. Like, do you feel like, would that be something they did? They can still put those games on some sort of a database.
And here's
that's what Virtual Console is. Virtual Console brings all the old games from other consoles forward onto the current thing on an online service.
Here's the reason that it's backwards compatible isn't or shouldn't be a thing, in my opinion, because PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3, it was backwards compatible. You could play anything. You could literally play anything for the last 15 years at that point in time, and it was great. People were happy. And then all of a sudden, PlayStation 4 wasn't, and there was a reason for it.
Right.
Because the farther we go with consoles, I mean, we're talking about display, game type, just the way the game breaks down. That's not something that backwards compatibility should be a thing for.
Okay.
Because what's going to happen is you're losing too much trying to play something that was hot 20 years ago on a console that's 20 years later.
I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you it's going to switch again. PS3 was backwards compatible to PS1 because that's what they needed to do at the time. But that is also one of the hold on. No, you could play PlayStation 1 games. I play PlayStation 1 games in my PS3 all the time. That's all I play.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right.
Absolutely.
But that's why the PlayStation was $600.
I think it was $700 when it first dropped.
When the PS3 dropped, I bought the 80 gig Metal Gear Solid.
Big boy.
That was the biggest one you could buy at the time.
Was it
80,
I swear
80
I
and
paid
20.
Oh, you know what? I probably bought a controller in a game, but it was $700.
80 gigs and 20 gigs, but
I was broke
backwards.
back then.
That's a phone.
But guess what?
That's a phone. No, that's not a phone. That's a phone now.
The 20 gig
that's
one,
a cheap phone now.
The 20 gig PS3 was not backwards compatible. They weren't all, and that's what made it so expensive. So when they made the PS4, and they were like, "Hey, we can't reach that price again. It has to be. It has to be $399. What do we got to do to make it $399?
We have a console cap. That's what it is.
So, but Xbox, with them being able to make their console backwards compatible with what was with the guts that was already in there, changes the game. And I think the next console will have to be backwards compatible on PlayStation's part, because the Xbox will be.
I mean, I get it and I understand.
I got some random news for all my Madden players. Trash. The game might be going in a whole totally different.
Oh yeah, man, they did get a new. They got a new director.
Rick Dixon left.
Yeah, he did.
He's been the director of that game for the last 6 years.
Oh man, that's exciting.
Should have fired him.
He left out. No, I mean he's been with them for 6 years. They've done a great job, and it was a mutual agreement on both sides. You know, what I mean, he said he's excited. You know, to see where the franchise goes now. But for us, that's up in the air. Me personally, I haven't been a fan of Madden for a long time because I just don't like the way the new games play. But he's obviously a staple.
Exactly why they're letting him go.
He's obviously a staple, and he's tried different things, but he's been over there for a long time, close to a decade. So excited to see where it goes. Of course, we're sad to see him go, but for all the Madden players, the game could be going in a totally different. Could be changing. Could be getting better. Could be getting worse. We never know. And also, God of War has broken a record. It's the fastest selling PS4 exclusive.
It has sold. It made $3.1 million in sales in the first 3 days.
Look, I don't even want to talk about God of War sometimes because I'm kind of pissed. I hit another Valkyrie 2 days ago. And I'm stuck right now.
I just
hey, I just ran into a couple people on there on the same board that their life just wouldn't go down. And Peyton was like, "Hey, you shouldn't be fighting. They're not part of the main story." I opened up this. It was like a black hole or something. I opened up,
orb,
and these guys just hop out, and I just couldn't get his life to come.
Were they blue?
Did they
or were they
one-shot
black?
you a couple
they
times?
were blue. You don't have the right blades.
It was the same place where
you don't have the right blades. You need your chaos blades.
Oh my god, this guy was not going to sleep. There was a dragon. He wasn't going to sleep. And then there was another person when I went up there with some armor on. He wasn't going to sleep.
Oh,
I
the
was
Army
going to
Travelers?
One of those fights that they one-shot you a couple times?
Yes, every time.
Every time.
One shot.
And it took me a long time to realize. Like,
He's just coming through with a Hail Mary.
I should not be doing this.
Knocking your head off.
I'll tell you
Mistakes
this.
were made.
Have you fought a Valkyrie yet?
At this moment, he.
All right, the Valkyries, in my opinion, are the hardest bosses to beat in the game, and there's 9 of them. Peyton, have you beaten the last one?
No.
How many of them have you
And
beaten?
it kills them to admit that.
All of them but the last one.
Yeah, because you can only get to the last one by killing the first.
Now, here's the thing. I think that you do have to dive in a little deeper, and you have to get more health.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to get more rage.
You want to know something? I actually haven't played. I won't lie to you.
I haven't. Yeah.
What have you been? All right. Let's reel that back in real quick. What have you been playing this week?
Probably Rocket League.
Rocket League,
I want to tell you something. I haven't turned my PlayStation on one time this week.
Xbox, Switch, anything?
We're going to go ahead and shut the
I mean,
podcast
like, that was
down.
like-
We're
it's
gonna
'cause
see
life,
you guys
right?
next week.
I've been
Podcast
playing
is,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
to be
Duel Links
continued.
all week on the cell phone.
You know
What have you been playing on your phone?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
That's what he's been playing for real.
Oh,
I've been
Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's
playing-
a real thing.
B, what have you been playing this week?
What have I been playing this week? When I did play, I played God of War. God of War is kind of got me right now. I mean, I have a lot of games. Everybody knows I'm big on Xenoverse and all these other things and like basketball games and stuff like that. But
We didn't ask
God of
that
War is kind of the only thing that is loaded up right now. My PlayStation's on rest mode at all times, just so I can just jump on and get to it. You know what I mean? So, and I'm stuck. I'm not even stuck at a Valkyrie. I'm stuck at one of these, those big rock things with they fire the shit out their chest.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking
So-
about one of the.
But this one's not the lava one. See, the lava one, he just fired the
You
random
talking about the
streams.
ice- the ice one with the ice
He
beams?
does rapid fire.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to roll and dodge out the way, and he's still hitting me.
You know what you have to do?
My
Is
God.
you know when he's about to wind it up. So normally I'll throw my axe. So by the time my axe gets there,
Yeah.
his chest will already be opened up. So
Yeah.
that way one of the rocks will come out, and that's when you can throw it at him.
Or if you have any barriers in between you and him,
Oh yeah,
kinda
I use
peek out
like
peek out from a
environment.
barrier.
That's how I
throw
was
your
doing
axe.
the
You
lava
have
guy.
to- you
But
have
this
to
dude
stagger
is
them.
rapid fire. He can just shoot random.
Yeah, one of them
rapid
shoots
shots.
individual rocks.
He shoots
at you.
individual
It's not a
rapid
beam.
fire.
It's not a beam.
And sometimes
And
I
it's
do the beam and,
and
do
it's
like
faster.
quick beam.
It's faster.
I don't even know if
So-
I've fought this guy yet. I know I'm farther.
No,
than
they're
him.
they're just like the regular like with their
If you fight the regular, if you take too long to fight the regular one, ancient golems.
they're golems.
Yeah.
Those golems.
If
I
you
don't
fight,
think I found
if
the
you fight the
second
one that
one
shoots
yet,
the
or the
beam
ice
long
one.
enough, he'll start doing different stuff. If you take too long to kill him.
Okay, well anyway,
yeah, no, it doesn't take me too long to kill anything anymore, except for these damn Valkyries.
Anyway, to what I've been playing this week, I found my old phone, my old Android phone, and I basically been using it as like my ROM player. So I've been playing nothing but like Pokemon Leaf Green this week, and for console, I've been playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate since it came out on Xbox One.
I heard Syndicate was lit.
Oh, I forgot I had that. Thank
heard
you. I'm gonna play
Syndicate
this
was
week.
fire.
I've been playing that.
I heard Syndicate had that fire.
It's definitely
fire.
a nice take to it.
That
Okay.
Um,
So,
Go ahead. What's up?
What about
honestly, I've been playing a little bit of God of War,
Mm-hmm.
some Rocket League, of course. Been on my phone a lot, because being a new dad and whatnot, you don't really get a lot of time on the console or anything
What are you
else.
playing on your phone, man? Just get to it.
Harry Potter.
Oh man, I
Oh,
heard
the
it.
money grab. You playing the money grab?
The money grab.
I heard it
Without
wasn't
the money
good.
grab.
I heard it wasn't good.
I wish you
So-
well.
It probably
It's-
has a good story, but it's hard to tell because you have to put it down every 30 seconds. Because
No,
you have to wait
not
for
every
it to-
30 seconds. Here's the thing. I have been playing quite a lot, and yes, it is a money grab, but I
You
haven't
guys are
dumped any money
alcoholics,
into
by
it.
the way.
It's just about waiting. But because
That's
of the way
It's how you get it.
the way my job is set up is I have to, I'll play for like
What's going
5-10 minutes. I'll go do something. I'll come back. I'll play it again. It's not a bad game. It's got a wonderful story.
He don't want no more.
Take a shot, man.
He
Just
don't
take a
want
shot.
no more.
Stop
Pour
it.
it up. Pull it up. Pull it
I
up.
just been sipping on the same little one. I mean,
Oh,
You
you little
bitch.
baby.
keep me warm.
You bitch.
You little
Drink
baby.
up.
I'm not shooting it. I'm just keeping. I'm just.
Oh, I've been shooting.
I'm sipping on it.
But
I like to sip on my liquor.
No, you're good. I like to sip on whiskey, not rum.
I sip on anything.
But no, Harry Potter's been fun. I've been
Kickback
playing a
game.
lot
We
of
like to
these
kick
like
back with a bottom
weird
drop.
little games. So for anybody that has an iPhone, or if you can find anything like that, I've been playing this mining game where it's just you kind of build up on your mines.
playing
and stuff.
Minecraft
It's called
on his
Idle
phone.
Miner. It's definitely an idle game.
Oh, so it's a knockoff.
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, man?
I got a question for you guys.
What's up, man?
Why are we drinking at 9:30 in the morning?
First of all, we know what we're doing.
We know why we're drinking.
We know
at 9:30 in the morning.
Kick back.
I'm kicking it back.
When I get it back, there needs to be a bottle at every single session. From
Next time we get in a hookah, all right?
Oh, we will have a hookah and a bottle.
Next time we having a hookah out here, okay? Now listen, so random question. What is like a old game that you guys wish that they would bring back? Maybe remaster, redo, sequel wise? Something that somebody would bring back that you like played, maybe as a kid, or maybe something, and it doesn't have to be anything super current. It could be something from Nintendo, Super Nintendo. It could be something from Sega that you wish they would, elaborate on and make better.
I'm going to sound like a broken record. NFL Street. I
actually
can't
no.
enough of it.
I actually agree with that. I really enjoyed NFL and NBA Street, and I really think as somebody, and again, I don't like sports. I like that. It was nitty gritty.
Yeah,
it was nitty gritty, wild.
You flipping off walls and
yes,
doing like these, bro.
I loved that kind of sports.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all Armored Core.
Yep,
That's
excellent.
Armored Core. I need that back.
You know what mine's gonna be? Mine's gonna be Bloody Roar.
Bloody Roar.
Oh man.
Bloody Roar.
Bloody Roar is one of the coolest games ever.
It was like a fighting game, right?
Great game.
And you could transform into, like, everybody had a monster form. Like, they could transform into, like, some people turn into werewolves. Like, some people turn into tigers.
Lions, rabbits.
Like, when you're getting your
fucking monkeys and shit.
You could just transform into a monster.
I feel like I've played this.
Bloody Roar.
It's
a great game.
The transformation is what, like, keeps me in.
I think I have it. I think I have Bloody Roar
is fantastic. That was like one of those games.
That's one of those games.
One of those dope ass games that you would play like when you're a kid and you walk into Target and they had one of them demo CDs going.
Yeah.
And they would have Bloody Roar sometimes on that motherfucker, and it would be nuts. The kids would be lined up. We would be lined up behind each other.
My
man,
God.
the next time you come over, I'm gonna show you all the crazy weird games that I have on PS. I have a game called. We got a game called Evil Zone.
Oof.
And it looks like they never made an anime. It's just like a fighting game, and
but
it got a weird
like
fighting style, but it looks like an anime, and like
it's
so funny.
Fun. Me, him, and Bean. Oh my God, we used to run that thing.
We used to run up.
There's another one called Bushido Blade too.
Bushido Blade, like a sword fighting game.
Never played that.
You die in like 3 hits.
Yo, listen, let me tell you.
It's a real sword fighting game.
When I said we played,
I can knock your sword out your hand and just kill you.
When I say we played like off-brand games that we pick up just to give it a shot,
I got Bushido. Blade.
And I think
I got Bushido Blade at the house.
There's nothing wrong with playing off-brand games. I love it.
I loved it.
I think in the PS2 era, that was the thing about PS2 that made it great.
There was a lot of off-brand games.
One more game, Zone of the Enders.
Zone of the Enders.
Zone of the Enders was a great game.
They remade that. They remastered that.
They remastered for like 3.
For PS3. They're not going to do it again.
Yeah, I think
they should.
You know what mine is?
What's that?
And I'm pretty sure they remastered it or made it out.
What's yours?
Mega Man.
They're coming out with the fucking
Mighty number 9.
I think it was
X4 is my
favorite one. The GBA version.
The regular Mega Man games before the X series.
Yeah,
the hard ones.
Yes.
Okay, they're making a new one. They're making a Mega Man.
They need to. And I need them like right now. I've been dying for
Mega Man 11 is in development.
They are.
All right.
Mega Man X4, my top. Mega
I thought
Man
you were talking about the
period.
GBA versions.
I just thought it was badass.
No, they're making a console.
How you could go in and you change your power, like whether it was
you steal it.
You steal your power. But just going in and it made me feel so badass. Like I don't feel like being lightning anymore. I want to be water. Or I want to be fire, or I want to do this. Like it was just so much fun, and they were difficult to play, and I enjoyed the hell out of that game. It was kind of like Pokemon for me,
Pokemon?
Don't do that. Oh my God, you sounded like one of the adults that didn't want us to play it.
I want to play Pokemon.
He's always watching this goddamn Pokemon.
Nah,
so go ahead.
But no, so I really enjoyed Pokemon. I really enjoyed Mega Man, and that was just something that hit me right in the childhood.
Yeah.
So I want that back. They're coming out with Pokemon, so I'm excited about it. I'm happy, but I really want a good Mega Man, and I feel like the recent ones haven't been as good for me as some of the old school stuff.
Mega Man's not coming out no time soon, but I do have a list of games here of games coming out in May. If y'all want to hear them, see if any of them sound interesting to any of you.
Nope.
This does include some DLC, which none of us are gonna. I'm gonna play, but nobody else will.
What game is this?
Wait. If we're talking about DLC,
Total War, it's all the stuff. It'll be here.
No. Old DLC. If you haven't gotten the DLC for Breath of the Wild, if you
have
a Switch,
I haven't yet.
I haven't gotten it, but I've seen it.
I plan on it.
Crazy.
It's amazing.
You don't need it until you beat the game.
No. You're absolutely right, but it's amazing. Need to get it.
Total War Saga, Thrones of Britannia. I don't know what that's about. All right, it's on PC. Monye, that's right up your alley. Go ahead and play that for us.
Tell us what say that again.
Total War Saga.
Monye, you need to come with all the PC news, Doc.
Absolutely.
You need to come well. You are the hardcore PC out of the
all
four.
I've been playing.
League
that
of
was
Legends.
something I've been playing for the past week. I haven't played League of Legends in about 4 months, bro.
Hey, what was that?
I've been playing.
Hold on, what was that? Like Gundam style tower killing game that we all played on PlayStation?
Air Mech Arena.
Air Mech Arena. That was a lot of fun.
Bring that
Fun
back? That'd be
game.
insane. But no, I've been playing.
Bring
Overwatch.
it back with good servers.
Overwatch.
I've been playing.
I want to get into Overwatch,
and
dog.
the
It's
new
so
season
good.
started, and they have Brigitte here, and
What is Overwatch about?
it's a first person style shooter, but it's a different take on it.
Hero.
It's made
Hero shooter.
Yeah,
I think that's what it's called.
It's made by Blizzard, and majority
The same
of the time,
people who make the game you like.
So what is it? Are you talking about StarCraft?
No, go again. What's the name?
Diablo.
Diablo's a good game.
There you
Oh,
go. He loves
hold on.
Diablo.
Diablo's
Hold on.
a Diablo.
So you like that developer because
Yeah.
they make this game.
Diablo.
It might be this might be your first person shooter.
Yeah,
I'm
might
telling
be.
you, he actually.
Hey, we might have found
He
it.
actually just might enjoy liking it.
Keep trying to get me in these first.
Hold on.
Because it's different from other shooters.
Yo,
it's
if
different, it's definitely different.
I'll put it on the table. If you get Overwatch,
Yeah.
I'll cop it
I get it.
off the
Hold on.
strength.
If y'all get Overwatch, I think we'll all get it and play.
Thing is,
Yeah.
Overwatch
But
is different. I will say
PlayStation.
is
Yeah, PlayStation.
Of course. What's up?
It's a hero
console,
shooter.
Console. Obviously, there's
If
that
you-
difference between console and PC.
If you've never played a hero shooter, it's like everybody picks a character, so maybe you don't get the same character every game, but every character does something intricate. It's like an MMO in the sense of you got healers, attackers, people that defend,
So-
people that
you have offense, defense, tanks, and support.
yeah.
As far as the
basic
classes.
MMO type stuff.
Right,
Yeah, normally
but-
what you try to do is you try to have a well-rounded team. The great team would be if you're on attack, two DPS, 2 tanks, and 2 healers.
It's kind
It
of like
doesn't always
Siege.
work that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's almost exactly like Siege in the sense of you need
but
this, and
it's
this to
not.
have an
But it's
effective
not one
team.
life. But it's not one life. It's team deathmatch. I'm sure they. I don't know.
Well,
I don't
there's
know that much about it.
objectives. Yeah,
I don't know that much
there's
about it.
objectives. There's
How many game modes
what
does
are
it
you
have?
doing over there?
Don't worry about it.
How many game modes are there?
My
Is there just
seat's
one
up.
game mode or
No,
Weird
there's
spot on the
multiple
floor.
game modes, but they have
what game modes do they
so many
have?
ma-
What do you
okay,
play?
you have. It's basically there's one thing that's called 2CP. Well, it's abbreviation 2CP, where it's 2 capture points. So you start off the attack team tries to capture this first point, and you have to defend it. But if the attack team gets that first capture point, there's one more capture point that you had further on down the map that you have to defend. And if the attack team ends up getting it, then you switch sides. If you don't get it, you still switch sides. But it's basically whoever gets the most points at the end of that round. I mean, at the end of the match wins. It's it's a simple concept, but when you're actually playing it, it's
capture.
It's really
What else they got?
And then they also have what is it called when you're moving an objective
Oh,
down the.
I know what you mean. Battlefield has that mode.
It's an escort mission. It has an escort mission, and then it also has a King of the Hill mission. Also.
Okay.
But I mean, just it's a very
Just
very
tell us,
popular
dog.
game.
Where we at on time?
Like 38 minutes.
Cool.
It has this new Overwatch League, and it's been taken off for a very long time. A good amount of people have been picking up this game, and it's been
Overwatch
breaking
might be our
records.
deal, but let's finish this list real quick. Tropical Freeze dropped already. April 4th. Conan Exiles. Actually,
Anybody play?
Conan Exiles looks like it might be lit. It's on PS4. I might have to check that out, see what's up. Destiny 2 Warmind. I'm going to play that just because I have
That drops on May 8th.
Yeah, I have it.
So it's very.
I have the DLC.
It's 2 days. That's in 2 days.
Yeah, Warhammer 4000. I don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
There's a
what
lot
that
of
is, but
Warhammers out there.
It sounds badass.
There's a lot of Warhammers out there.
Dragon's Crown Pro. Know what that is? High Reward Definitive Edition. I'm not getting that. State of Decay 2. I'm playing that.
Obviously.
May 18th.
But just something to note. It's had mixed reviews so far, but don't judge it too harshly because it's a $30 game.
I think everyone needs to go.
I don't think the price matters.
It does.
The price.
No,
does.
I think that makes a lot of stipulations.
It does.
I think it definitely does.
There's a difference between.
Go ahead.
There's a difference between a $60 game and a $30 game, and it is there's a difference. You can't say there's not. There is a difference.
Clear difference.
There is a difference. Now, here's the only issue with that difference.
Mm-hmm.
I've played $10 games. I've played $20 games. I've played $60 games.
I'm talking about out the bag.
Hold on. Out the bag, yes, it's going to be a $30 game, but that doesn't take away from gameplay and how fun it should be.
That's not what I'm saying.
No,
what
that's
I'm
not
saying
what I'm
is
saying.
there are AAA games,
and
there are
development.
AA games, and there are indie games. And a $30 game more so sways into the AA indie area. It's not going to be Uncharted. It's not going to be a Call of Duty.
It's not going to be a God of War.
It's not going to be a God of War.
That's not what I look for when I play games.
No, you personally you don't. But that is what $60 demands. When you pay $60 for a game, you want an experience.
You want a AAA,
which CFAs definitely fell off of because it was a $60 game, and it should not have been a $60 game.
It should not. It should have been It should have been a $20 game.
Right. So the money does matter. I think
I think the money does matter when it comes to the developer.
But it's basically saying what you should be expecting for the price point.
No,
going back,
you should know what this goes back to what I always say. You should do your research. Do you buy a car without driving it?
Yeah.
Do you
Carvana?
Do you buy shoes without trying them on?
I did that with my SI.
Do you buy shoes without trying them on? Like you need to do your research. Like if you want to play State of Decay 2, you should probably go see what State of Decay 1 was. And if you do, you'll notice that it is.
All right, hold on.
It's the same game.
Pause. So you're telling me that you try on your underwear at the store before you buy it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that, but
I didn't think
sometimes
so.
You can.
I wouldn't say that, but he doesn't buy.
I just wanted to give him
time,
something.
But that underwear statement, that was a little.
And guess what? When I don't try the shoes on, they don't always fit. That's happened to me.
Yeah.
The reason I said that one
different cuts sometimes.
because there are certain situations that call for that may not fit or slide into that category. That's why I said that.
Right. I think if you're going to look at a game, you don't need you can merit it on its price, on what it's worth and what it's not worth, but you also need to look at that developer's history. And if it's State of Decay 2, there's State of Decay 1. See what that was, because State of Decay 2 is not different from what State of Decay 1 was. It is better than State of Decay 1, but it is still State of Decay.
The same premises.
It doesn't have a plot. It is just we all jump in together and we play and we fight zombies.
And we're trying to survive.
And it's kind of like Left 4 Dead in a sense. Left 4 Dead was good.
I feel like Left 4 Dead has a story.
They did, but 1 and 2 was still good. They were still fun and enjoyable.
All right.
When you go into developers.
Moving on real quick. Let me finish this list.
Hold on. Let me finish
this list, dog. You got to shut up.
All right, go ahead.
I want to interject real quick.
Shut up.
Objection. Overruled.
I want to interject, Rafa, that Mega Man for the Switch that drops on the 22nd of this month.
Wait, what?
Which one?
The collection. The
Legacy
Collection?
Legacy
Collection.
Legacy.
Guess what I'm buying.
Switch game.
And Legacy Collection too.
That's what I'm buying.
Dark Souls Remastered, Detroit Become Human. There's a demo out. I think if anybody played Heavy Rain?
No.
I heard that Become Human is
tripping.
Oh man, I just thought of 2 games that. All right,
You've never played Heavy Rain?
No.
Have you ever played anybody ever played any of the Telltale Walking Dead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Imagine that if it had the dopest graphics ever.
Hold on, real quick.
And wait. And every decision you make mattered. And the ending, there are 20 different endings to Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
So every decision you make and it could give you a different result.
I like that.
And I mean, it's not like a game where you play. It's a game where you make decisions, and it's a plot-driven game, and you watch what your decisions do. You do interact with it a little bit, but you don't actually play.
All right, so going back to something we said earlier.
There's a demo on there. I encourage you all to get it.
Why did you make me take this extra shot?
Hold on. You need to pick your shit up. All right, going back to what we said earlier, games that I would like coming back. All right, and I just thought about these 2. Mm-hmm. Have you guys ever played Beautiful Joe?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
They need to bring that back. Have you ever played, and I might say this wrong, I don't know if this is the right name, Angry Sam or something like that?
Not familiar with
played that.
I think it's like Angry Sam or something Sam.
I want to add on to what you're saying. And
where it was kind of like you just walk around with guns around the city and you shooting shit and you're a badass and you're doing all this crazy stuff.
I think I do know what you're talking about.
That was a lot of fun. But no, Beautiful Joe was an amazing game, and I enjoyed it so much.
You're gonna stop taking me.
I need to go play that right now.
You're gonna stop taking me out of my list. All right, I got a couple games left.
Run down your list. Stop. Beautiful Joe.
I got Detroit Become Human. I encourage y'all to play that. It's a free demo. Go see what's up.
See what's up.
And what console is that on?
PS4.
Any console
PS4
that you
only.
wanted to be on, but it's probably on PS4.
PS4 only.
You can wish for it to be on Xbox, but it's gonna be on PS4.
Agony. I don't know what that is.
Don't hit my table.
I'm sorry.
And then we got City of Brass, Tennis World Tour, Persona 4.
Why you bring up Tennis War? Nobody wants Tennis War, man.
This is just what's coming out, man.
It's gay.
Persona 5.
We have no problem with gay
Dance
people.
Stars Night, Everspace, and Sega Genesis collections coming out May 29th.
We really don't have a problem with gay people, but when I grew up and we said you gay to each other, it was more like you a bitch.
We're not gonna say that.
Isn't that the premise of
that?
You're trying to get somebody to protest against us.
Yeah, you are.
They can protest all they want. I have gay friends.
Man, please.
Yeah.
That's like you saying, "Oh man, you can't talk to me like that. I have black friends." That's what you basically just.
I don't really have black friends. You guys are white, even though you're Jamaican. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
Sony. I know we talked about this a little bit before, but 79 million consoles.
And I'm guarantee you, it's slowing down.
That's what they're talking about.
That's what they're saying.
They're getting ready for it.
I mean, it's bound to happen, and they're preparing for it.
So talking about preparing for it, they're ready for the PlayStation 5.
No,
not yet.
Can we not bring that up?
No, hold on. No, it needs to be talked about because of this.
Not until it's teased. No.
It's a 10-year model. What year are we running up on? 7? 6, 7?
No, if you introduce a PlayStation 5 or even say something or hint towards it, I mean, of course it's in development, but you cannibalize what you already have.
You're basically throwing everything that's in development just out of the window.
And their marketing team isn't dumb; they're not going to say anything.
Right.
But
So
we all know.
Right, but I'm not even.
Consoles have a 10-year lifespan.
I'm not.
What do you mean you're not going to speculate? I want to speculate about E3.
I'll speculate E3 and what games are coming, but I don't think no consoles are coming.
When is E3? That's like
5 weeks,
June, right?
5 weeks. 5 weeks.
So at this point, and I don't think we hit this. What year are we in for PlayStation?
What year did the PlayStation drop? 2013.
I feel like it was earlier.
I feel like it was earlier because I'm pretty sure I had a PlayStation 4 coming out of high school.
You did not.
It had to be like 2011, 2012.
You didn't have a PlayStation 4 when you were in the apartment with Annie.
I didn't because it was broken.
Didn't exist. PS4 didn't exist.
No, it did not.
No, you're right. And that was
PS3.
November 15th, 2013.
Told you.
That was 2013.
2013, end of 2013.
So I got the PlayStation
14, 15,
around
16,
the first time when it came out because my PlayStation 3 was broken.
PlayStation 4 has been out 5 years.
So we got another 5 years.
Yeah.
Possibly.
That's a
I feel
long
like we're
time.
I feel like we're just I mean, God of War is just came out, and that was the way it looks, the way it plays. That's what I want out of PS4. We're gonna get that a couple more times.
Exactly.
Yeah, we need to.
Before they ever say anything about it.
Because Horizon as an exclusive, I don't feel like it played the way. And again,
Horizon
it's totally different
I
game.
think we got another 3 years because PS3 came out in 2006. So that was 7 years between PS3.
Yeah,
and
but
PS4.
when did they kill PS3? When did they actually? What you got? Things? When did they stop actually making games? Couple years.
It's been like
they just started doing that.
No, they just cut it. They finally
just
cut the last.
stopped making PS3s recently.
They just stopped doing that.
Yeah, and that.
So basically, what that says is it could come anytime. If you're saying that
it could be within the 7 or 8 year mark.
It's gonna come at the tail end.
No.
It's gonna come at the next console is gonna come at the tail end of 4. So when when they start to reach the peak of the power of the 4, they're gonna be like, all right, cool, let's get the 5. Like how GTA 5 came out, but it was on PS3 but not PS4.
Okay,
know what I'm saying?
That's fine. That's cool. I mean, I'm not like stressing it. I'm not trying to force it.
No, I know.
So.
I'm just saying. I think it's gonna be a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, we still got time. Like Peyton said, they're still pushing. They're still pushing.
Well, see, here's the thing.
What y'all think is coming out E3?
If we are running on a 7-year tail, we've got 2 more years, and PlayStation 4 will not die out because not everybody has money to buy that, and they bank on that. So whether it does or doesn't happen, that's fine. But just know they are gearing up to be ready for it because they have to combat Xbox. They have to combat Xbox.
They don't have to combat Xbox.
Yes, they do.
Okay,
for what?
Well, that's fine.
We'll
leave it at that for now. But as far as what I'm hoping for E3, to be honest, I'm hoping that Xbox comes with something.
They said that they got a JRPG.
I hope they come out with a new.
They said they got a JRPG to show us. I hope they have some kind of
something in the works.
They gotta have.
What was that? What was it? Scalebound that
they
canceled.
That's canceled.
I'm just saying that they canceled. Mm-hmm. I hope that they are coming out with something.
That's supposed to be their game this year too.
To be honest, man, I never really look at Xbox and look forward to any real Xbox games like that.
I always look at it just because I know that sometimes they have when they announced Scalebound, I was like, yeah, I got to get an Xbox. I was like, yeah, I gotta make sure I got an Xbox when that comes out because it looks dope.
Right.
I'm gonna be a dude that commands a dragon, and I can just ride that man. Yeah.
And you can customize that dragon too.
Yeah, I can customize this dragon
and do some extra.
Now that does sound lit.
This man's gonna be fighting when I fight.
That sounds lit.
I need that canceled.
To have it
canceled.
That absolutely sounds lit. I'm just saying
before hurt me a little bit.
Everything before what you just said, as far as my feelings towards their games dropping, I just never saw an Xbox exclusive that made me feel like, yo.
Really?
You wanna know why? Because he ain't a real gamer.
I'm a real gamer, but Xbox games don't necessarily interest me like that. Like I see a bunch of games, but for whatever game they drop, I could probably play 2 of them that are better on PlayStation, which I'd just much rather be spending my time.
Okay, well, I feel like you're an old head though at the same time because I feel like you just be missing out on a. I was about to say a lot of anticipation, but sometimes anticipation is not good.
Anticipation can go both ways. You can't. You can get excited for something, but you don't want to overhype. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the problem with a lot of things nowadays. We're overhyping because, and this is American culture. American culture, we overhype like a motherfucker, only to be met with disappointment.
It's just American culture.
No, it is. It is mostly
social media.
And American culture digs a lot into that.
It's people that do that to us, like you said, social media, and people that put it in the back of our heads. And the more you think about it, the more you want it to happen.
Look, what I'm saying is this: go to any other country, and if you've ever been to any other country, they don't overhype certain things. They overhype certain things that are good, that are guaranteed to be good, but everything else, they're not like, oh.
What game do you feel like they overhyped?
That you mean that we overhyped?
That we overhyped? No. Horizon was overhyped.
No, it wasn't.
No, yes, it was.
I wouldn't say it was overhyped.
No. I think
Sea of Thieves?
Sea of Thieves overhyped.
Yeah, but
Sea of Thieves overhyped, but that's what they're doing. They're overhyping these games as a service and hoping you buy in and just play until it gets good. And I'm not really a part of that. I don't really like that.
Destiny 2.
I don't want to play.
Destiny 2 is
I don't like
definitely
that.
overhyped.
I don't like that business model. I don't like that get hype.
But that is an American business model.
What?
Run until we bleed.
Yeah.
What? No.
That is an American business model.
These developers.
No, hold on.
It's the developers.
We are in the business in America of making money.
Listen.
Everything is cut down to brass tacks and every single penny and dollar.
Hold on. Hype is how you sell a game. If you don't have hype, how do you sell a game? Those games I read off on the list have no hype, so they're not going to make the type of money that Sea of Thieves made. No, so you have to have hype. It has to be there.
But you're not understanding. I'm talking about in general terms.
Hype is a good thing.
Hype is a great thing, but
it just has to. You have to temper that hype. You have to know where and when to put it in.
And at the same time, you, the consumer,
I know you guys didn't play. I know you guys didn't play Fallout 4, but you know how they hyped that joint? They were like, "Yo, E3." They were like, "Bethesda, we have a show this year. They never do a show. They never do a show at E3. We got a show this year. We're taking the floor." They took the floor. Fallout 4 is coming. Hype. Guess what? It's out in October.
You know who else did that?
Crazy.
You know who else did
that game had? And it wasn't
had a lot.
It wasn't even. I don't think it was as good as Fallout 3. And that's my opinion.
It definitely wasn't.
But the hype that they built and then they delivered on it in a few months. That's how you build hype. But nobody does it that way.
They knew they had it though.
You know who else is doing that right now? Blizzard. With this vanilla server for
and
World
that's
of Warcraft.
The thing. Blizzard has always been a very strong developer. Blizzard has always maintained a certain level of integrity.
So the way Final Fantasy builds hype is right.
No, that's what I'm saying. Final Fantasy is built right. Blizzard is built right. There are a lot of models here. We're just hyping stuff up.
So you're basically saying, in order for you to pop shit, your game has to be lit. No. Everybody can't pop the same type of shit because every game isn't lit as good as the next.
Nothing to do with it. What I'm saying is, don't bust out the box saying we're a 20 out of 10 game.
Nobody does
5
that.
out of 10 game.
Nobody does that. What game do you play like that besides Sea of Thieves?
I mean, don't get it twisted, man. In marketing, you definitely have to market your product like it is that product.
But we are, in the culture that we live in,
I would say the most.
I think you guys you're diving too much into like precision when it needs to be in general. We dive into so much hype and we hype up anything. It doesn't matter what it is.
But you do know that it might not be the company who's hyping it. It's the people.
It's us.
I get that.
It's us who hype it because they see it and then they let that do what it's gonna do, and they get to Peyton, right?
Yeah, they just say
and
the
Peyton
word.
Feel like it's crazy, and he's gonna talk to you like it's nuts, and he's gonna get you hyped. Guess
Actually,
what you gonna do?
Peyton doesn't talk to me about a lot of overhyping games.
What I'm saying
Peyton
is,
will tell me like, "Yo, I think this is good."
Pause. I'm letting you know how it happens. So let's say,
and I understand that.
You know, what I'm saying in a
said an
perfect
example,
world,
not
he
you
comes to
personally.
you and hypes you up. He's already hyped. Now you hype. Guess what? You about to tell Manye. He's hyped. He's gonna tell me.
I'll be honest.
We get together at Kickback Game and you're like, yo, this game is about to be the shit. Fucking, we buying it right now.
Spider-Man about to be the shit.
Spider-Man is another game that we hyping. We are already hyping that game because it looks so good.
It has nothing to do with it because it looks so good because all the other ones have been building progressively going on.
Yeah, we know that, but still, there are other people that may have seen that game that doesn't feel the way.
What happens is, yes, you're right. What happens if it falls off the spectrum here? If it does, we'll all be super
like Destiny 2
upset. Destiny 2 was way overhyped.
You have to stop.
You have to
stop.
There's no way I'm gonna.
You have to stop.
Ain't no way I'm doing that.
You have to stop.
There's just not no way I'm doing that.
The reason Destiny 2 is not good is not the hype.
It has nothing to do with the hype, and you're absolutely right. It has to do with the game.
No. The developer, listen. They decided that they wanted that game to appeal to everybody, right? The first game appealed to the hardcore gamers. And when you make a game to appeal to the masses, you kill the hardcore gamers. And that's what they did.
That's exactly what they did.
They made us not important.
World of Warcraft did the same thing.
So in turn, we know that it's not good. And guess what? Your casual gamers aren't going to play Destiny the way the hardcore gamers play. So then you're getting rid of everybody. You just kicked everybody out.
Especially because those casual gamers don't play.
They're not going to play
every day.
Yeah. You made the game not fun for people that play every day. It wasn't the hype that killed Destiny. The hype is what made Destiny, and they have a rushed development cycle. Like you say that they wanted, everybody was waiting on Destiny 2. You know that they're contracted to make 4 of those. They're contracted with Activision.
That sounds like
is
a
it Activision?
Idea.
I thought it was something else, but they're contracted to make what? 4 Destinies?
They're contracted to make 4, so they have to make 4. They have to.
Horrible idea.
They're obligated to make 4 games, and when you rush those games, because they have to make 4 within a certain amount of time to appease this contract, they're not going to be as good as you want them to be. They're not going to be. I don't know that they're going to be Destiny 1. I'll buy Destiny 3. I'm not going to flex on you. I'll buy it. I'll buy it because it's Destiny.
But I'm gonna hold off with those expansions
off the strength that I love Destiny 1. I'll buy Destiny 3.
And now I'm gonna be a lot more hesitant when buying the third
on
one.
the DLC. I'm not gonna buy another DLC.
No,
so basically, you're
DLC.
saying you need to be a little more hesitant when buying any sequel.
Yes.
Because you're saying basically because they may have a contract.
Yes.
And that they may have to get the game out in a certain time.
No.
So
Yes.
it's
No.
more than likely that it's a rush job.
Right.
What
I don't want to
saying is
speculate.
this.
Right.
No,
That's
hold on.
speculation.
No,
Let's reel
that's a
that.
fact.
What I'm saying is speculation to feel like they don't have enough time to make another good game.
That's a fact.
Let's
How
reel
is that a
that back in.
How is that a fact? When
Hold
you
on,
know
before
people
this
work at different
continues.
times?
Hold on. Before this continues, let's reel that back in. I'm not saying do that. What I'm saying is, like Peyton said, do your research, but at the same time, you have to understand, if you enjoyed something, because we built it on the strength of what we knew hardcore Destiny was.
Right.
And when Destiny 2 came out, he's right, it appealed to the masses. It appealed to the not your everyday gamer. And at that point, he's right, it did kill it. But what I'm trying to reiterate on that is we went in on the fact that we were hardcore gamers on Destiny saying, yo, this shit's about to be lit.
Destiny 2 wasn't for us.
And it wasn't
ended up not being for us.
Do a little bit of research, but at the same time, don't go based off the hype that or whatever else is going on, because you may not know that like they're contracted to make 4. I didn't know that.
No, we didn't. And I'm not going off of my personal research was between the 1 and the 2.
If you enjoy something, go ahead and buy it. Now, if you're a little disappointed, oh well. They let you down. You didn't let them down. They let you down. And at that point, they lost a customer. If you bought it and you like it, they kept the customer. Because they're in the business of keeping customers. They're not in the business of losing customers.
You gotta think. There's this thing now in games called the way this genre is games as a service.
Right.
I'm sure you've heard of it. Mm-hmm. It's you put out a game and you keep servicing that game and dropping DLC and making the game better and better and better and better and better, so that your players can continue to play and play and play and play, right? Mm-hmm. And that's how they make their money, from DLC. That's what Street Fighter. They're not dropping another Street Fighter for a while. You know, that game is a platform now. They're just gonna drop characters. Did you catch that? Mm-hmm. They're not dropping any more Street Fighters. They're gonna keep throwing characters at the same game, because that game has a base now.
Is it like paid DLC or free DLC?
It's paid DLC. So every time a character comes out, you got to drop it. You got to buy it and now you got the new character, but you don't got to buy a new Street Fighter. They're not going to do the Street Fighter Ultra 15. You know, this boom 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 crazy name and has all the characters. They're not doing that anymore. But Destiny is games as a service. Mm-hmm. You keep buying the DLC, and the more you buy the DLC, the more they improve on that game.
Yeah.
But they're contracted to make 4. The team is only so large. Bungie's not. I mean, they're not small. Don't get me wrong. Bungie's not a small team.
So do you also?
Bungie's not a small team. But
here's the question.
Wait. So like, look at Naughty Dog. Look at Naughty Dog. They have 2 teams. They have a team that works on Last of Us, and they have a team that works on Uncharted.
Right.
When Uncharted's finished, they go over to Last of Us, and when Last of Us finished, they go over to Uncharted. They work. It's synonymous, but they don't get more people to do the job.
Yeah.
You're splitting your assets.
Yeah.
So that when you have to split your assets, so now half of Bungie is working on Destiny 2, and the other half.
2 things.
Hold on. The other half is working on Destiny 3. So your assets are split.
All right, boom. All right,
no, he has right.
That's
when you
how
have
that
spaces,
works. That's how it works.
No, when you have spaces, you have more time to develop.
But Naughty Dog, that's 2 different games.
2 things.
Why would you work on?
It's the same team.
That's
it's the same team.
That's not smart.
No, 2.
That's how it's always. That's how it's always worked.
Do I need to pull that button back again?
I'm stupid.
B. Roll it.
It's cool. I was gonna let you guys finish. Here's 2 things. First off, with you saying that the squeaky stairs are squeaking. Thank you, Stairs, for your input on the game.
Absolutely, Stairs. We always appreciate you.
Knows what's going on. So what I'm saying is this: you saying that basically you can't expect good sequels.
No. You can.
Wait,
you
let me finish.
Expect
let me finish.
good
I'm
sequels.
gonna let you comment, because you told me that basically games have a time frame when they need to put out sequels, and they have contracts for different games for a certain amount of games. Now, all the Uncharted's are pretty lit, and every time they put out a game, I believe the masses of the public enjoyed their game, and they put out another one, they enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And they put out another one, they enjoyed it.
Right.
So I'm saying there was no drop in quality. And so are you telling me that with a game like Dragon Ball FighterZ, am I not to expect a lit sequel?
No. The development cycle is important.
Right. Do they not have a good development cycle?
The amount of time allotted to your development is important. So Naughty Dog, because they I think Sony publishes Naughty Dog, but Activision publishes Destiny, because Bungie can't afford it.
Okay.
So Activision says, okay, cool, you're going to make some games for us?
Okay.
This is the amount of time you have to make said game.
Okay.
Versus the Spider-Man game.
Let me pause
when Sony gave Insomniac Spider-Man, they said, hey, dog, make the Spider-Man game. No rules. Make it when you're ready.
Right.
Drop it when you're ready.
Right.
Just make sure.
And you don't have to make it to fit the universe that we have in the movies.
Pause.
Make it however you want and whenever you want.
And I think that's a bigger
and that's
issue.
what makes it great.
That is.
Hold on. That is a bigger issue.
Pause your point one time, because I have one more thing that I'm going to let you talk, Rafa. I promise.
I promise.
Here's the thing.
Personal promise.
Now, do you know for a fact that they're not giving them enough time in between games to put out a quality game?
The contract is public.
What I'm saying is, like, do they not talk about the time frame they need to create a good game?
This is why
in your contract.
This is why Madden doesn't change so much. This is why 2K doesn't change so much. This is why
2K change every time.
No. This is why there aren't like leaps and bounds from year to year on your annualized games, because that's why they had to stop making.
But that's year to year.
But
that's year to year.
But what I'm saying is
you don't have much time to make a game.
The agreement to make those games is written.
I understand that point. What I'm saying here's my point, and then Rafa, I'm gonna let you go. I know I said I was gonna let you go already. I'm gonna let you go after that. Here's my point. When you agree when you agree to terms of a contract, it's usually something that works for both sides. So what I'm saying,
the person that has the money has the power.
Pause. Now they have the power, but they still need to make a good product. Unless you're gonna get a contract that compromises the quality of your game, why put it out? I'm saying,
I got one for you.
Wait. Here it is.
I've got a better one.
Why put it out? Why put it out and say, hey, I need this. I need 4 games, and in between the time, you got about 4 years in between to put out sequels. If they really know they need about 5 or 6, so that's That's my question. If you know that has to happen, then why is that happening?
You go. Then
I want you to think about this. And again, I'm the business major. I want you to think about this from a business standpoint because, like what Peyton said, he who has the money holds the power. Now, that is somewhat true to an extent. Our developers also need to understand, or they do understand, but let's say, like you said earlier, how much time do we need, right?
Right.
They're going to say, hey, well, we need 8 years. Mm-hmm. The guys with the money are going to say, well, we have an audience that needs it in 5. Where's the middle ground? You sacrifice on the nitpickiness for a 4-year time span, and you cut even. You say, well, our audience wants it in 5. You guys can do it in 9. Well, why don't we do it in 7? You're still sacrificing. Because what happens is you have to start on a platform. Just like anything, just like building a home, right. building anything,
right.
Creating anything is like building a home.
Right.
You need a strong foundation.
You do.
Now, whether or not you have that foundation, you're going to scrap it all and you're going to still build another foundation. Every time you start something, you have to start on a new platform, new foundation. Now, it doesn't matter that you're taking from previous things and you're adding it in or you're building off of something else. You still have to have your ground. Once you build your ground, you have to add everything else in. Now, what happens? Those first couple years is just building this thing, getting the people in place, contracts. A lot of that stuff takes time to fully get running.
Here's my example.
Shut up. Here's the other part of that.
You weren't done. My bad.
Oh, I definitely wasn't done.
Go ahead.
Give me a minute on this one.
My bad.
Here's the other part of that. After you've got all the paperwork, all the bullshit, all the ideas, all the nitty gritty down,
right?
Then you build.
Right.
After you build, what do you have to do? You have to perfect it.
Right.
If you can't perfect that, or if you don't have enough time to perfect that, is where those issues come in. And at the same time that those issues come in, you need time to test it. But what happens is we're not giving enough time between testing.
That's why we're getting betas.
And full development.
Getting betas now. That's why we're getting so many betas and alphas.
To
double, triple
games.
betas.
Because we're getting a beta that we're playing for
happening.
1
That's why that's
full
happening
year.
now. That's why they're not doing demos anymore. They're doing betas.
I get it.
That's why that's happening.
And he's right. We're playing.
I get it.
So Fortnite is still almost like a beta.
PUBG was in beta, and PUBG is still in beta.
PUBG is still
They're
in
selling
beta.
it. They're selling it. You can buy it. It's in beta. It's not a full game yet.
Yeah.
And guess what? When it finally comes out as a full game,
they delayed the war mode because the servers were messed up.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's in beta.
Yeah.
The whole game. It's all right. No, hold on 1 second. Let me give you an example.
Hold on. No, hold on. You can't finish anything until you fully tested it.
I got you.
But how do you fully test something that you're charging for? There's just so many stipulations.
I got you.
And it has nothing to do with time. It has to do with, well, shit, it's kind of good. Can we make money? Yeah. Fuck it. We're a business.
I got
That's
you.
They've got games that what's that game? Ark? Ark's never come out of beta, right?
Ark is still not out of beta.
Ark's been in beta for 5 years.
Okay.
That game will not come out of beta.
Let me give you an example for what you just said.
Okay.
Battlefront.
Okay.
Battlefront 1. It's a fantastic game.
Yep.
Did you play that?
Yes.
Battlefront 2.
Very fun.
Played it.
Terrible game.
Ass.
Development cycle rushed because it had to be rushed.
Okay.
Because they were forced to rush the game
and
make it a certain way.
I hear what you're saying. And I
So,
feel
that's
I
what
hear
I'm
what y'all saying, but I feel
the
like
publisher-
you might not be hearing everything that I'm saying. Here's
Hold on. What I'm saying is the developer doesn't have a choice.
Okay.
If someone hold on.
Let me pause you.
Hold on, wait.
Okay.
If the developer says, "Hey, dog, we're gonna give you a couple $1 million and we're gonna ship this game," guess they're gonna look, we're gonna give you a couple $1 million and we're gonna ship this game. You know what the developer says? Cool.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
Let's get it.
Okay.
We need that money because developing and making games is expensive.
Yeah.
It's time consuming,
Yeah.
and you can't afford to have a month or couple months, like too many months, and you're not making games and money's
Right.
not coming in because then you gotta shrink your team.
Okay. I hear everything that you guys are saying, but I feel like you guys are not trying to hear it from a different point of view. Look at Grand Theft.
Rockstar.
Wait, pause you.
You can't compare it to Rockstar.
Let me pause you real fast. I'm just going to give you the model. They don't put out a game. They don't rush their games. They keep their games out and wait, and they add content. Now, those games, they come out when they're ready to come out. They don't rush those games because none of those games have ever been bad. They all come out in the time frame they need. So I'm saying, wait. I'll let you finish. I'm saying that with that being a formula that works, with that being a formula that's successful, and you still make your money off of that, why wouldn't somebody follow a similar business mode with a similar game in terms of content, in terms of players, in terms of you know what I'm saying?
Because Rockstar has enough money to do it themselves. Nobody does anything for Rockstar, so they can do whatever they want. It's just like being an independent artist.
And it's fine. It's fine.
I'm saying it's just like being independent versus.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know, being an independent artist shows the labels. They're like, okay, we might need to do it like that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but does it make them do it like that?
A lot of the time, they change. Somebody can come out, and this is a whole different thing. When Drake came out, he changed the business mode of things because he dropped a mixtape that changed everything. He blew up and got either a Grammy Award or a Grammy nomination off of a mixtape single that went crazy for him. It broke the mold as far as putting out records. You got
to think. Video games and the industry. We're still in its infancy. It's still just a young child. We are the first generation to take video games into adulthood. This is it. People that play video games that are old, I mean, sometimes you run to the gym and they're 50, 60 playing, but 30, early 40s, we're the first generation to do that. So video games are still in its infancy. So the big corporate companies that have the money to make these things possible are not there.
Okay.
So when you have a Rockstar, Grand Theft Auto is the highest grossing entertainment. Grand Theft Auto 5, have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Grand Theft Auto 5 is the highest grossing entertainment thing, period, ever. Nothing's ever made more money than Grand Theft Auto 5 has right now.
Okay.
Did you see that, Monya?
What?
Nothing's ever made more money than Grand Theft Auto 5.
It's been out since what, 2013?
I'm saying entertainment wise, movies, music, and everything.
I think it's also because the free DLC that they give out.
Nothing's made more money than that, but also Rockstar does their own shit.
Yeah, they do.
Nobody can tell Rockstar
they don't
what
have
to
to
do.
listen to nobody.
They don't have to listen to nobody because they have so much money. They have so much money. They're so huge.
Okay.
You never hear about Rockstar going through some trouble.
That's why they always release whenever they're
ready. If they
ready.
push Red Dead, it don't matter because they don't answer to nobody.
And they know it's gonna be a dope ass game. Though.
Rockstar's never like, oh, sorry, we didn't make that game. They're like, oh, we pushed it back. Too bad. You finna wait. You finna wait. Too bad.
Well, hopefully.
Nobody's yanking their chain.
Hopefully, some folks will start to notice or pay attention to their business mode and
you got to
follow
think
suit.
That's why games like The Last of Us and Uncharted have so much more love because Sony is publishing those games. Those are Sony's games,
and those are like visually representational games.
Yeah, so it's like, if Sony puts this game out, if Sony backs this game, it has to be good because their name is on it. Versus Destiny, it's on every console.
Right.
It doesn't have to be as good as it should be.
Right.
It should be. We should hold it to that standard.
Right.
But it doesn't have to be that good. It could just be kind of good. It could be a little bit better than the last one. Like Call of Duty's not a whole lot better than the last one, and Madden's not a whole lot better than the last one, but it's on every console. It's going to sell everywhere.
Right.
They have a lot more money they can make.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And Rockstar is that one-off that can be on every console and make a whole lot of money, and they're giving you quality.
Okay. Well, Destiny, I hope you guys are ready to put in some work for your next sequel or your next expansion.
Bungie knows they made a mistake, man.
And hopefully
but
it's
they knew
going to
that
be
beforehand,
make the game better than
Hold
what
on.
it is.
I saw earlier this week that you were excited about that God of War on Netflix, dog, and I hope that never happens.
No, that was not me.
Who put that in? Who put that on the doc?
That was definitely Rafa and Tone.
I hope they never do that.
Dude,
I hope it never happens.
And all I said was they're doing that. Netflix is doing a lot of stuff like that because they're also making a Witcher anime.
I hope it never happens. I hope it never happens.
And I think they said it has nothing to do with the actual.
I don't want to see any movie.
It might just be called of God of War.
I don't want any movie adaptation or anime or TV show
or Nordic
adaptation
at all
of my video games.
Right.
I don't want that.
Let it say a video game.
You can't put my 12 hours, 20 hours into a show. It can't work. It doesn't work. You can make a movie a video game and a TV show a video game, but it cannot go the other way. a video game can't be a movie.
Hey, pause. I want to interject here. They're coming out with a new Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this supposed to be lit?
Yeah. Every Soul Calibur's lit.
Well,
it's gonna have. It's gonna have.
I'm not.
It's gonna have.
I'm not. Maybe I'm not a fan because I'm not that good at Soul Calibur.
It's gonna have Geralt in it from Witcher.
Yeah.
Oh, they're actually they got a game they're bringing to E3. Supposed to be. Well, I can't wait to see what that is.
Oh, you know who else is coming out with
CD
a new
Projekt
game?
Red?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, they got a good track record.
You know who else is coming out with a game? The creator of the former creator of Metal Gear.
Oh yeah,
They're
he's
dropping
coming
a
out
game.
with Death Stranding, but I don't think it's not dropping this year.
Hideo Kojima.
It looks great.
It's not dropping this year. That shit.
No, I think that's going to be pushed to like
2020.
2020.
What I've seen looks great.
Hey, Rafa,
It's
did you
definitely
see that?
weird, bro. It's definitely weird.
CD Projekt Red is coming to E3. They got a game to show us.
Oh, I'm excited because
Look, man, I'm not even
Project Red was with
Witcher.
I'm not even gonna lie. Rafa was hard on Witcher.
Hold on. Background story.
Hard.
So when I bought Witcher, I actually was out of work and I was working with my family's company, and it was a very difficult time for me because for about 2 or 3 months I didn't have a job. Now, my girlfriend was working, so she was out of the house most of my days. I didn't have anything else to do but take care of my dog and
this
play
is before your child.
Witcher. Now, this was before my child. I've got a newborn. Witcher was a couple years ago. I probably played for 2 months straight and beat that game. I probably played for a month straight and beat that game, but in between times and stuff, I didn't always play it all the time. I played Rocket League and a couple other things. But holy crap, that was such a good game. And it was so long that it made me refrain from playing long games again because you get so wrapped up and you have to stay consistent. Yeah. Like my issue is between playing Zelda and God of War, I get my buttons mixed up. I get my buttons mixed up a lot, and
Zelda will mess you up.
Zelda will mess you up entirely. That's why I can't beat the Valkyrie right now because I've been playing Zelda so much this week that every time I touch God of War, my hands are messed up. I'm like, crap, wrong button, wrong shield, wrong this. But
what is that?
I am very, very excited about Project Red. Project Red has always delivered. They have always done an amazing job on what they do, and I think that whatever they unveil will be a decent game or a great game. Now, I do believe God of War is going to be Game of the Year, but I could be entirely wrong.
Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 is not going to beat that.
Far Cry 5 is not going to be that game.
It's not, but it is still a good game. God of War is reigning right now.
God of War beat themselves in 3 days.
In 3 days, yeah.
Trashed them.
I'm yet to see, and the only game that I think is going to be a contender will be Red Dead. Spider-Man, I don't feel like it's going to be a contender for Game of the Year.
I do.
Spider-Man will end up being
don't
Game of the
believe
Year.
It's not going to end.
I'm just going to say in the runnings for Game of the Year.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough game.
Because
it's going to be a tough 3.
So far, I don't think that they've overhyped anything that I've played so far. Everything has been as good as promised. So I feel like if that follows suit with the Spider-Man, then it's going to be
Spider-Man has that Sony love in it. That's what I'm telling you. Spider-Man has that Sony. We're backing it. And it's gonna
Sony
be good.
put so much money into Spider-Man itself. Like, that's why it was so hard just in general for Marvel to even have anything to do with Spider-Man, because Sony was just so set in their ways and didn't want to give him up. Well, not necessarily give him up.
They still haven't.
I'm just as far as let them take any type of part.
They leased him.
Yeah, basically.
I think I got an answer.
What?
Do you see who that's from?
Nobody.
I'm sorry. Side note. We were discussing a possible addition to our team, and it may or may not happen. If it does, we're only going to bring you substance. We only want to.
We got to put in rules.
What we want to do is for our viewers, we want to guarantee that you're going to enjoy what we have, because we are a crazy group of people. We have fun. We love what we do. We love gaming. But
and look, we can get 2 more mics on this mug.
We can get 2 more mics on this mug. Is right.
I'm not going to say.
So to any of our viewers, if you ever want to join in on our podcast as a special guest, please feel free, reach out, say something. We will guarantee
you got to be in Atlanta.
No. They don't have to be in Atlanta. We can Skype call and figure it out.
We're not Skyping you into shit.
But we will. Hey, you know what? No, I do want to eventually get to where we have special guests where they just throw us some questions or maybe join in on a conversation.
They don't know my address. I'm okay with that.
I'm actually giving them your address so they can go to your house.
That would be cool.
So they can borrow your mic.
Have them in on the Skype. That'd be dope.
I want to include everybody that watches this at some point or another. I want people to feel free to call in and say, "Hey, man, I think I've got some good conversation on this."
We're a radio station now. Yeah.
I don't know if we play music like that, but sure.
Y'all want me to start?
V103.
V103.
So what y'all think I'm gonna be playing this week?
What am I gonna play this week?
Yeah, you got.
Oh, I definitely have to finish.
Are you itching? Anybody itching to play something this week?
Well, you just
5,
issued
I
a
still have
challenge to
not.
me, so I feel like
I need you to play that Red Dead. I need you to
just
play that
issued
Red
a
Dead.
challenge.
Absolutely, I need you to play that
I
Red
think
Dead.
I'm gonna
I feel like
finish
you
up.
disrespected
I'm gonna
me.
go ahead and finish up God of War.
I don't know why you haven't finished that yet.
I'm taking my time.
Hey, hold on. I know why I haven't finished it.
Because
but
you're trash.
I'm
no,
taking
your
my
brother's
time.
trash.
No, I'm
Sorry.
not trash.
Sorry, I didn't.
I'm
mean
not
that.
trash.
I didn't mean that to you, B. Just Peyton.
No, it's all good. But here we go. I take my time with them games, man, because I'll beat a game too fast and then have nothing to play.
No, I beat
That's
the game
where I
too
am.
fast, and then you feel empty.
That's
And
where I
hate
am.
that.
And I don't want to do that.
But I can't help it. I have to beat them quick.
I don't want to do that. I want to have something else to do.
I'm on YouTube and stuff so much that like it'll get spoiled for me so fast. I almost got spoiled on God of War.
Yeah,
like I
you're
saw
right.
something, I had to just close the app. I was like, "What is that?" Oh, I closed it.
I wanted to do some. So what game?
I saw the ending scene when you go and you lay down and you wake back up. I saw that scene. Like I saw like.
All right, chill.
I'm not talking it. I'm not saying anything.
What you saying?
He knows what I'm talking about because he's beat it.
Okay,
But like when he flaps his cape open.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
that's enough of this.
I saw a
Ain't no way you
screenshot
can
of that,
spoil
and
this
I was
one.
like, "Yo, what's up?" Like, dang. Granted, I didn't know what it was. I didn't click on the video, so it didn't spoil me. But it was close,
Until it actually happened,
and I knew what it was. I was like, "Oh, that's what that was." Okay. But that was a cool. The ending scene of God of War is lit.
That is.
Is lit.
I wanted to try something. What games have we talked about today? We talked about God of War. We talked about Far Cry.
Talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. They had a great event going on this week.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Link.
I
I can't put that in what I'm about to do.
Played against Obelisk the Tormented today.
We talk about Spider-Man a
tore me
little
up.
bit as far as what we hope
Well,
and anticipate. We talked
Spider-Man.
about Destiny technically.
Destiny.
What other game? Destiny.
Tropical Freeze.
Mega Man,
Tropical
Pokemon.
Freeze, Mega Man, Pokemon.
Megamon.
Because I wanted to start this buy or borrow thing. I wanted to go around the table and see which one of these
All right.
is worth the buy
If we're
and
gonna
which
start it,
I
which
said buy or
one is the
borrow.
borrow.
I think we
wanted
got to
to
play it to give it that decision.
No.
I'm
No.
Wait. I'm
He's
talking
about
about
the games that we have played.
Yeah, I'm talking about the games that we have
So
played.
going
okay.
over
for
this,
everybody else.
we've all, for the most part, played God of War. That is definitely a buy in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
but
would
I'm
buy
no,
that.
but
No,
wait.
no.
I wanted to let everybody give them like 30 seconds to say buy or borrow which one they want, and then
All right.
explain their reason.
Go ahead, you go. Go ahead, let's start it off.
Start us off.
All right.
On God of War. Just do a drop. Just do it on the God of War.
All right, boom. I'm about to cut this one off. Yeah, so I'm buying God of War. I'm buying God of War because you don't necessarily have to we're experienced gamers. You don't have to necessarily run through a game in 2 days if you don't want to. I believe that it has a lot of replayability, has a lot of content, and I believe that they might even add some expansions to it. And I feel like it's something that I would want to keep playing. I feel like it's something that I want to keep playing. Even if I beat it, I might want to queue it back up.
Well, there
and get
is
back
a
to it.
lot more content after you beat the game that you still have to do to get in if you're a platinum trophy type
Right.
of person.
All right, my 30 seconds. God of War. Go ahead.
I don't need
Hold
more.
on, my 30 seconds. God of War is a borrow for sure. I'm not taking anything away from it. I think it's a fantastic game. I think it's worth the money. But because once you beat the game and you play that last part, if you're gonna do that at all, which most people don't.
There's nothing else.
It's nothing else. The game is a 3-day game max. If you just run through it and you can give it to your friend, get your friend to give you $60 for it.
Now,
I'm
on
good.
my opinion,
Time's up.
on my opinion, I do believe that it is a borrow in a sense, because it is definitely a must-have buy. But if you don't want to spend the money, go borrow it because, like you said, P, it is a 3 to 4, 5-day max game. You can go to Redbox, and if you get lucky enough and find it for $5, you can go and beat the game and enjoy the story. Mm-hmm. It is not a long game. It is not like Witcher.
There's nothing left to do after you beat it. Actually,
Okay.
Time.
Well, I'm getting more technical with it. Buy
30
versus no, I don't know. Buy versus
It's gotta
borrow.
be
For
only 30
starters,
seconds.
casual gamers, they never get to do that 3-day time limit that you guys were talking about. But at the same time, I feel like this game is a buy because, for starters, I'm supporting these developers because it's the closest to a full game that we're going to have for at least for as long as I've seen so far. And the fact of it has that RPG aspect, and I enjoy it, and I feel like even though it doesn't necessarily have replayability, especially the fact that they're talking about they're not really going to have any DLC to it, I still feel like it's a great game.
Time.
You got there.
So
you
rap.
got there. You got there, though.
You
You
got
did
there.
it. You did it. You did it.
30 seconds.
Boy, you were rambling.
Just to,
He was trying to get that out
he
bad.
really was. He was speed reading.
You did it. You did it. You did it, though.
I was getting ready to cut his ass off. I said, we're about to shut this nigga down.
Shut it down. No, so
He did it, boy. He was going. He was on it, boy.
he was really racing through that. But here's the
Probably
thing.
because y'all kept cutting me off.
Hey, man, that 30 seconds is beautiful.
Hey,
You
hold on.
gotta
I think
get
you cut on a
that
good
out
point.
in 30.
I think you cut on a good point, but I think on the strength of everybody don't have $60 to spend on a game that they can't play forever.
And here's what I'm saying. It is a good game. You need to play it. No matter what, it needs to be played.
It's a must-buy. You have to play God of War.
You have to play
So
God
don't
of
You
War.
just said the word
Don't
buy.
say must buy if you said borrow.
I mean,
Alright.
it's a must.
No,
It's a must play.
It's a
Say
must
that.
play.
It's a
must play.
must play game.
Yeah.
Whether you buy it or borrow it. If you have the time, if you know, man, I'm going on vacation for 3 days, I'm going to be in a hotel room or at a house or doing whatever, ain't nobody messing with me, go rent it for 3, 4, 5 days, beat the shit out of it. All right?
wife-
Go take it back.
I
Or
won't
if
say
you got the
vacation, I
money
say
and you're a
staycation.
casual gamer, go buy it and play the hell out of it. It is a must
I got a good
play.
story. I got a good story. My wife's friend, her boyfriend was like, "Hey babe, God of War came out. You leave me alone for 3 days."
Her birthday was the day that it came out.
No, not my wife. Her friend.
Okay.
Her friend's boyfriend was like, "Hey, I done everything I was supposed to do. I need you to leave me alone for 3 days."
I want to know who this is now.
That's beautiful.
He don't live in the state. He don't
Girls,
live in
girls.
No,
girls
here's the
hate
crazy
it.
part about that. My fiance now knows that when a game comes out, don't fuck with me for the first week.
Oh yeah, when the game come out, my wife don't bother me for 3 days.
My fiance will literally understand. She'll be like, "Oh, it came out. All right, I guess for the next week I can't really mess with you."
Right.
Now, of course, I've got a newborn, so I'll add some time in there, and she'll be very understanding and very patient with me. But for that first week, I kind of get a little bit of a freebie, and I love it because you know what?
Yeah, you gonna
We're
play
on
Red
that
Dead?
bitch.
You gonna play Red Dead?
He better
I'll
play Red Dead.
Definitely
I don't know how well
put
it
in my
holds
best
up,
effort.
but
you
it
got
shouldn't be
you got
that
say it. You guys said it aged well and everything like that, and that it's
PS3?
really good content.
PS3 game?
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was PS3.
game.
It was
It
PS3.
shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad.
You guys said that it aged well. It
It's-
has really good content, and since it's Rockstar, I mean, they have a good track record.
Yo,
so
I mean, think
I
about
give
it.
a shot.
I'm explaining the premise without giving any story. It's the Wild West, but it's GTA.
I mean,
So
yeah,
instead of cars, you got
that's
horses.
why I said I definitely give it a shot because
Instead of cars, you got horses. I'm saying you can run out into the
I'm
woods
not-
and just kill all the animals you want.
How about this? I'll try to give you an update come next Sunday.
Here, I want to roll this back. If there's one game we've talked about other than God of War today, I just want to go around the room and buy or borrow real quick.
On what?
Any game that we've talked about today other than God of War.
So you have to put them out on the table. So what are we talking about? We talking about Far Cry? Are we talking about games that we've played?
We've played buy or borrow. I'm sorry, run it back to me. What we talked about a lot
Destiny
today.
2,
Destiny 2.
Freaking Far Cry.
And I'd really prefer to focus more on games that we'd rather buy or rather is a must play like God of War.
Destiny 2
Destiny's
is not a
a-
must play.
That's a borrow.
It's a borrow.
That's a borrow. Okay.
That's a buy it as cheap as you. I think it's on sale for $10.
Wait, I was about to
think
say,
it was
wait
on
till
sale
it's
for
on
$10.
I
sale.
wouldn't
cheap.
buy it for less than 2.
I think it was on sale for $10 this week. I'm pretty fucking positive.
All right, what else have we said? We said well, of course
I
we
talked
talked
briefly about Madden.
Madden?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm not a.
Well, I want to see I want to see the direction that they're taking with Madden.
That's why I
I'd say
would
give it
borrow
about
it.
a year,
I would
and
borrow.
then we
borrow.
might-
Madden's a borrow.
I would borrow.
Right now it's a borrow. Let's
Right
not worry
now
about
it's a borrow.
future. Right now it's a borrow.
It's a borrow.
Anything else? Pay.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is free.
Will you stop bringing
That's a
that
must
up?
buy.
You don't have to buy it.
Oh my god,
It does not count
That's
for this
a must
conversation.
buy
Must
borrow
download?
free.
Is it a must download?
Must download.
Next week,
You know
I'm
what?
gonna have
You
some
know.
real
You know.
games.
You know what you need to cover? All phone games.
You know what's crazy? I feel
We did talk
What
about
I'm
phone
saying
games.
is, we know. Like we
I
know.
feel
he's
like I'm the only
we know-
person.
I do phone games
I feel
too.
like I'm
Don't
the
get
only
it twisted.
I get on the App Store every week and find new games new games.
Hey,
to play.
like the drifting game that I showed you?
Yeah, dog. I
That
found
shit
a
was
whole
lit.
new
Drift Donuts
drifting
on the
game.
App Store, on the iPhone App Store. Drift Donuts. Stupid little drifting game.
Let me ask you,
So much fun.
Pokemon Sun and Moon, buy or borrow?
Oh,
Buy. Absolutely.
I'm probably buying every
Buy.
one.
Buy.
I'm buying every
Absolutely.
one.
That's
Why wouldn't you buy Pokemon? I mean, there are people
All right.
out there that don't fuck with Pokemon.
Let's roll back one. The Switch.
Buy.
I know there's no borrow. There's not even a lease option.
Nope.
Shit.
You just
I feel like right now,
is it a console that, as a mild gamer, you should buy?
Let me say this: me as the personal person and how it is for Nintendo games, I feel like me personally, there isn't anything that I must have to play right now for Nintendo Switch.
What games do you buy Nintendo to play? That would be my question.
Nintendo in general,
Smash,
not on Switch. Nintendo.
Yeah.
Because originally Monster Hunter was on Nintendo, but
what else? What else do you play on there?
This man talks about Monster Hunter more than he talks about anything else.
I think that's what I'm getting at, possibly.
What'd you have growing up? Sega?
I mean, I did play Mario 64.
I'm saying, did you have a Sega? Did you have a Super Nintendo?
I had I did have a Sega.
That's what it is. There it is. That's it. It's in your bones. Like, that shit goes far. Like, I had a Super Nintendo growing up, so like I gravitate to the Nintendos, and I know that like Dante played Sega growing up, so he doesn't. So like he's never like, oh, I'm gonna get this next Nintendo where I am,
because he didn't play Mario.
Well, definitely, I definitely bought the Wii Sonic and the Wii U, and I think the Wii U was still great for what it was, but it's just right now I think that the Switch is still so early.
You better turn that shit off, boy.
I think the Switch is just still so early for me that there's nothing. I think to be honest, I think when they announced that the Pokemon game was coming out, I think that's what I'm really waiting for. And you know what? No, I'm not gonna say what I am because you're gonna trash me for it.
For an avid gamer, somebody who plays a lot, if you're gonna buy the Switch, buy it because you want to play it.
Also that's another good point because when I go to work, I don't have any time to play on a Switch, and also whenever I'm out and about, I'm always the person that's driving, or the places that I'm going doesn't allow me to play a Switch.
Here's my thing
for my lifestyle.
Here's my explanation. If you're a hardcore gamer, you're gonna get the system because hardcore gamers will get the system for a few games. If you're somebody who wants to play a lot of games and you're not a hardcore gamer because you have those people that just want to play and they just want to get a console that comes out with a lot of great games, I wouldn't get that.
Now, hold on. There are a lot of games on the Switch store that are decent, that are fun to play.
No problem. But we are clear that is not necessarily the gamer's system.
I think
the gamer's
system. It's not the gamer's system. It's the on-the-go gaming system.
That's fine. But wait. I'm not done. That's my point. It's not the gamer's system. If you want to be,
it is.
It's not the gamer's system.
Do you know why?
Wait, I'm about to tell you why it's not.
Why?
The gamer systems are the ones that have everything integrated. I'm talking about all of the multiplayer, all the headsets. Even though you can't take it anywhere, though you can't take it anywhere, Xbox and PS4,
do it.
Those are the gaming systems. Now,
that's my shit.
You guys are going to come from a technical standpoint. You guys are going to come from a technical standpoint.
I'm not going to come technical.
You guys are going to come from a technical standpoint with Mario, and you're going to bring up certain games. But I said Mario. With Nintendo, you guys are going to bring up certain games. But there are only a handful of games that people know off the top that they would really go.
Hold on.
That's why
I'm gonna let Pete take this.
That's not the gamer system.
Let me tell you something real quick.
It never has been. It's never been that.
The Wii U
was
not the gamer system because gross, I think it sold around 17 million.
That's fine.
We
talked about that earlier.
Which is super low, right?
Wow.
But the Wii U, if you remember, had every game. And because the Wii U sold more than every console.
And it had
the standard Wii sold more than every other console because it was the hot button item. Our parents have a Wii.
And it had a voice chat.
Probably have a Wii. Your parents
they're not gamers.
Grandparents probably, but you follow the money. You follow the install base.
Wii U also had a voice chat system.
You're going deeper than when I want to go.
Wii U had a voice chat system, by the way.
No, hold on.
Wii U, it had a voice chat system.
Outside of that,
you're going deeper.
Outside of all of that, the Switch is selling so hot that there is no reason for the third parties to put those games on there to make them available for you to play wherever, and that makes it more enticing than every other game, especially for your casual gamer, your casual adult person that doesn't have time to sit in front of a TV and play.
Right.
And I think
that's why it's appealing.
And I think that's why
I said it's not the gamer system.
It's
Why
no.
not?
Hold on.
Because the
not
gamer isn't
system.
a gamer doesn't mean you sit
When
and play all day.
No,
when what was it? PSP came out. That was the on-the-go system. When what was the new one? The Vita,
Vita,
and then something else. It didn't sell because it wasn't hot enough because it was either way ahead of its time or too late
it was
of
too
its time.
proprietary. They wanted
It
to
was.
you had to buy Sony things.
But here's the thing:
crap.
the Switch is
man is
great
drunk.
because I can take it.
This man is slumped.
I can take.
Shots.
Hold on, I can take the Switch anywhere I go, and as a father, I can carry my daughter in one arm and play my Switch.
You're a gamer.
Huh?
You're a gamer.
I'm a gamer.
Right.
But here's the thing: if you're not an avid gamer, don't go buy it if you don't want it. If there's not a game you specifically want, but if you are a gamer,
But that's made my point with
If
that
you are a
small
gamer-
segment of your explanation. You made my point.
but there's so many variables in that equation right there. If you are an avid gamer, go buy it.
I think
If you're not an avid gamer, it's up to the situation.
You keep saying
I
my point.
I think casually, it's way more family friendly than every other console. Because
And it is. You know
It's not
why?
It's not what we're talking about.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on. I got
That's
the
that's
perfect
not what we
point. I got
talking
the
about.
perfect point.
That's not
That's not what we
What are you
talking
talking
about.
about then?
You said is it for somebody if you're trying to? I said if you're trying to be a gamer. Wait. If you get a system and you want to play a lot of like exclusive games, you want because all right. Right now I'm not articulating it well, but we know that PS4 is a superior console when it comes to games. Superior when it comes to games and variety and different things.
And exclusives.
If you want something like that, if you're trying to get into that and that's where you want to be, that's the system you're getting. Now, once you become
PlayStation is superior.
Once you become a little bit more
PC
involved,
Master Race.
Once you become a little bit more involved, then you start to branch off. Like, okay, boom, this is dope. Let me see what Xbox talking about. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. If it's something you're going through, oh, let me grab this because this looks like it's about to be crazy. Which is the Switch. It's coming out with Smash. It's coming out with Zelda. It's coming out with Mario. These are the games. These are the front runners. These are the mascots for that system. You're like, okay, I'm gonna get that. Oh, PC's coming out. Boom, 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 boom. But initially starting you off, unless you're a child. I don't believe that. I believe that Nintendo started making their systems for kids. And the reason why we still like it is because it still takes us back to that place. We fell in love with Mario. My point. We fell in love with Zelda. We fell in love with Smash.
And that's my point. My friend is not an avid gamer in the least. A very good friend of mine. Mm-hmm. His daughter is 6 years old. Mm-hmm. His son is running on 4 years old. Mm-hmm. He didn't buy a Switch really for him. Mm-hmm. He bought a Switch. And he got Zelda. Mm-hmm. He got Mario Kart. Mm-hmm. He bought a couple other games. Mm-hmm. He wants to get Kirby. And you know who plays that Switch more than anybody?
His wife.
His wife and his kids. His wife is whooping ass on Zelda. Yeah. And his kids play Mario Kart.
Low-key,
and they play all those fun little games.
Like
and you know what? It's a great distraction. Better yet, hold on. I got a better one for you. I love to play on my PlayStation. Mm-hmm. I love to have fun. My girlfriend doesn't like all these PlayStation games. Mm-hmm. She doesn't get them. She's not good at them because she doesn't play a lot. And as an avid gamer, I play a lot, so I'm good at things. Mm-hmm. I can pick up and go. She does not have, the hands for it because that's not what she's done all her life. She is not even a casual gamer at least. Yeah. But you know what? When I'm playing my PlayStation, she'll get on her little Kirby game, which is, in my opinion, a really good game. It's fantastic. But she'll get on Kirby. And she'll sit right next to me or lay right next to me, and she'll play Kirby on the Switch. And I get to play my God of War. I get to play my Far Cry. I get to play whatever I want. And she loves it. And that's why I said, pause. This is why there's so many variables when it comes to gaming because there's so many different stipulations.
I hear you. I just want to piggyback off of that real quick.
Say real fast.
Piggyback.
This is it. You gonna move the point. Nothing you say is fast.
You gonna move the point.
Nothing you say is
move the point. I had the same point.
Here it is. All I'm saying is this. I believe that Nintendo is almost like a gateway to everything else.
So what you're saying is
when you're a kid and if you're not interested in games, because listen, because
Nintendo is the gateway console.
Listen. Because when we were kids, even though that's what we got, that was the gateway console. Even if you don't like to play games and you don't want to get that advanced, suppose you want to get advanced as you go along, like my nephew, I would suggest the Switch first before we get him anything else. The Switch would be the console that we get my nephew because it's more friendly to him. I wouldn't put him on PlayStation.
No, and I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
The point I'm trying to make is the argument of saying someone would go buy a PlayStation first doesn't exist because there are 80 million sold. Everyone has a PlayStation 4. That's the ground.
It's more than 70. It's more than,
There's more than 80 million. There's more than 80 million people in the U.S. But most people that have a PlayStation, the reason the sales are gonna.
I don't know anybody in Alaska that has a PlayStation.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people in Alaska have PlayStation 4.
Not an igloo.
Okay, that's not that's racist.
That's not racist. That's ISIST.
Okay. Anyways,
wow.
I feel like
you're done. You're cut off.
I feel like
I am not cut off.
I feel like after you buy a PlayStation, the Xbox isn't
B,
next.
can you go ahead and mute him, please?
I feel like the Switch is after you buy a PlayStation. You buy a PlayStation, then you buy a Switch, because the PlayStation and the Xbox do the same thing. No,
and I agree.
The Xbox and the PlayStation do the same thing. You buy a Switch after you buy a PlayStation. You don't buy a Switch first. And when you buy your Switch, you probably maybe you got you a little family and they play the Switch. But what got them there was the PlayStation. I think the PlayStation and the Switch are interchangeable at the moment for the gateway of a gamer.
All right.
And I agree.
All right.
But ultimately, that's all that we have for this week.
Shit else.
We
we're dry.
We had a lot of fun. It's been really cool.
We hate y'all.
Please give us some feedback. Do not listen to him. We do not hate y'all. All right, this is new for us, guys. Oh, we hate you. This is definitely new for us. Any constructive criticism is welcome. If you liked our show, please give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please check us out every week for every weekly podcast that we drop. We will hopefully have some videos soon. We're in the process of getting that all going and setting something up.
We're infants.
We're infants, apparently.
We're babies.
But if you feel like you want to write into the show, shoot us an email at kickbackgames101@gmail.com. That's kickbackgames101@gmail.com. Gmail.com. I don't know how to spell Gmail.
Or leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe.
Anything. Anything.
Like,
if you want to write in, if you want to send us a good video camera so that we can record our show, please.
I think they got a sponsor button.
Yes, sir.
They got a sponsor button on YouTube. You can sponsor us. You do your thing. You know.
Do your thing.
All right. Appreciate you guys. All that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Raphael.
I'm B.
I'm P.
Manye.
We are Kickback Games. Thank you.
Next time.
This man is drunk. We out.
Later.